Some say he's gay and other folks say he's bi. Turd burglar, that's what they call him. Although his real first name is really Jim. Turd burglar, watch out, he's after you. Turd burglar, it's guys he likes to screw. Turd burglar, always on his knees. Turd burglar, guys' butts he likes to squeeze. He talks funny, all he says is super in the hay. He's bound to get fired from his job any day. He'll take any money he can get. His wages get garnished cause he's in debt. Turd burglar, always on his knees. Turd burglar, guys' butts he likes to squeeze. Guys' butts he likes to squeeze, yeah!
I'm guessing Jim got very irate with that song.
Hey kids, what time is it?
The alarm clock screams and there's a cat butt in my face. I don't want to get up, face the human race. I take a shower, I take a pee, I drink some coffee, I watch some TV. But nothing seems to keep my eyes open, nothing seems to get my blood flowing. Called up a friend of mine and asked what lights a fire under your behind. He says he spells relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all here, so clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and brass and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature and there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite broadcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. I took my friend's advice to heart. I bought myself an FM radio. Now every weekday starts.
Thank you, Dan.
With a visit from the morning disaster show. And now I spell relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all here, so clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and breast and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature, but there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite podcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster.
Yes, good morning, everybody. It is Ray Lytle's morning disaster. We are here on this Wednesday morning. It's a hump day. A hump. We're burning low.
Hump day.
Dan is in the chat room saying, I must agree with your assessment of the Fairlife chocolate. I tried it yesterday. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm drinking now. Thank you, Dan. It's amazing. Just because of the lack of aftertaste, I mean, I have to drink my protein drinks to get the proper amount of protein, so that Nick stops beating me in weight loss. It's rather disgusting to work as hard and look at someone else who is getting it so easily.
Wonder if that's why Nick recommended that other one. It was like a backhanded recommendation.
No, I like that stuff.
He found something that tasted horrible.
I really like the Premier Protein shakes. I just don't like the chocolate ones, like the strawberry vanilla, the caramel. I think they're delicious.
Like, that he found one that tasted horrible, and he said, oh, this is what I'm going to advise Ray drink. I'll advise Ray drink this one that tastes like waste. Thank God that I was
if I were to recommend that, I'd recommend the powdered form of it.
I got to tell you, the Fairlife Summit, I drank one yesterday for breakfast, and then I drank one on the way to go work out yesterday. And
I mean, 30 grams of protein at 130 calories is pretty damn good.
Yeah, exactly. So I love it, and it's hopefully going to change my life so my weight loss can get as easy as some other people.
So with the protein and the fiber, you should be losing weight.
I should, but I'm not. Disgusting. It is disgusting.
Yeah, then there's something going on with your metabolism then.
Oh, yeah, my metabolism, I've known for years that my metabolism doesn't work, but still, I should get something out of it, Just sucks. Yeah, yesterday I worked out so hard, man. I was doing a incline bench with a football bar. But I'll tell you what, he went up to the highest. We do different reps on different days. You know what I mean? One day when trying to break a record, we only do 3 reps. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's max day.
That's max day. Yeah, that's when I break the. That's when I'll get a personal record. Yesterday was a day we do 8 sets. You know what I mean? Or sets of 8. And it's heavy weight, but it's not my maximum weight. And yesterday was.
You need to build up to at least 14 eventually.
Yeah, we're getting there, and he put my weight. It's the highest it's ever been, and I knocked out a set of 8. And I was like, and this is like after 6 or 7 sets, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, I could go more. I was so, like I just felt like I was getting started.
I love that feeling.
I'm getting stronger. You know what I mean? I know I'm getting stronger. I'm just not losing any weight. Which sucks.
You'll start.
Oh, well.
Maybe you're turning it all into muscle.
Yeah. And I'm not, it'd be nice if I was turning into something. It seems like I'm turning it all into bullshit. That's what I'm turning it all into is bullshit. Yeah.
Well, then you rewarded yourself after the workout with a good dump, right?
No, I did take a dump, but it was later in the day. Yeah. I gotta tell you, it just sucked.
So there you go. You lost 10 pounds with the dump. You probably lost another 5 or 6 with the scout. You're on the way.
I had a good meal last night. And I was proud of myself. My wife made enchiladas.
Oh,
but they weren't smothered. They weren't smothered with any. She used to smother the enchiladas with with stuff. Now she doesn't. It's because my daughter said she didn't. She just wanted the tortilla and just the stuff inside. So my wife makes them different. So now I take tomatoes and lettuce and sauce and stuff, and I put it on top of the tomatoes. And I had two enchiladas like that. In fact, I put the picture up on Instagram. I think it was Instagram to show that it was a tostada, but it was sort of healthy compared to the way I usually eat them. They weren't smothered in anything. I only had 2 of them. So it wasn't bad. And it was basically all protein, But oh well. I wake up still feeling like I've somehow gained. Oh well.
You don't think Nick is like is transferring his weight loss to you, and then you're carrying it for him?
No, I think he's rooting against me though.
Oh, come on.
I think
how rude. How dare you? How dare you?
I think Nick is secretly holding sessions with Buddhist friends
Oh, jeez.
to where they're having some kind of
Yes, we're having seances. to
yeah,
keep
they're
you
having
from-
they're all meditating and they're all rooting against me, like they're doing moans or whatever the hell they're doing.
So instead of it being a swinger TikTok group, now it's a Buddhist swinger TikTok group.
Yeah,
See,
and
now you're exposing my trip.
and they all have
This is all.
they all sit
An
around and
anti-weight
meditate
loss
and
trip.
moan about me having failure with weight loss. That's what they do. I just
That's what we're doing. You figured it out.
they sit around and they go, Ray weight gain, Ray gain weight, Ray fail at losing weight. Just to let you know. Fat 420 says, if I waffle stopped in the gym shower, I could lose some weight. Thank you, Fat 420.
Oh, jeez.
If I would do the
Okay,
exercise
we
at
we made it 5 minutes before that started.
if I do the exercise that Fat 420 suggests, I'd lose weight. There you go. Yeah. By the way, first one in the chat room today, Adam again.
Adam's on a roll.
Pretty sure Adam could be in every day if he wanted to. First losers were Holly, Bubba, Tyler, Steve, Diane. Once again, the champion,
420.
Adam. So I just wanted to, put it out there so he can brag a little bit, Try to give bragging rights to my man. This is we're doing mornings today, but yet afternoon tomorrow, we're doing the special afternoon disaster tomorrow at 1:00 for Kathy's chemo. Are you ready for that?
I'll be on the road.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter to you, does it? Because you're on the road. It really doesn't matter to you.
It's the break in the mundane. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. You're up in the morning and you're up in the afternoon. Does it just whenever I send you the invitation? Good morning. You're on Morning Disaster.
Good morning, guys. It's listener Adam.
Look at that. He's calling to brag. You got in first again
Yeah.
today.
Someone has to.
It's just to confirm. Yeah, you're right. If I wanted to, I could be first every day. I just don't really feel like it. Sometimes.
You got in again today. I don't know how you do it, but you are first.
It's like, okay, guys, here's what I do. At 7:58, I am on the Morning Disaster Facebook page,
Yeah.
and I refresh until I see that it is live, not was live.
So you
Then you click in, and I have either hello or morning or good morning or something like that already programmed into my keyboard.
Oh.
And then I just hit enter.
So you have it already
That's all I gotta do.
to where all you got to do is just refresh and hit it.
All I have to do is hit like the first letter of whatever I feel like using that morning,
Oh, very nice.
and then hit enter, and then that gets me in.
There you go. Holly says, "Suck it, Adam." She says, "Suck it, Adam," and Bubba also says he does the same thing.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe my phone refreshes faster than everyone else's. I don't know. I do pay for pretty quick internet. Maybe that's it.
I'm telling you, you're always first in. You're always the first one in.
If I try, I'm first. If I'm not trying, I might be top. I'm within the top 10 usually.
DC gives the top loser response today, which is, "What I do is not give a shit about what I tuned in." That seems like the top loser response today. Bubba says, "Adam
Well, of course,
cheats."
you don't want to seem like you care when you lose.
Right.
And I mean, it must be tough for everyone else to lose so frequently.
Well, now we know you get in at 7:58. So one of these days I should start the show at 7:56.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
Because TJ and I are always in early, and we're just listening. We just listen to the classic replay that's going on, because there's
Yeah.
a classic replay that plays before we go live, and we just sit here and listen to the classic. But I try not to start the show until 8, because that's when we say we started,
Usually I'm listening to the app at like 7.
Oh, okay. So you hear like
until it gets
I'll comment on the app. At times.
Yeah. So if you go in on the app, yeah, I'm gonna hear you. But it'll still take me a little bit to get over to Facebook, so that gives everyone else a little bit of an edge.
You know what we'll do? You know what we'll do, TJ? We should start giving a like a countdown of when we're gonna go live.
not a bad idea.
Because we go in early and we'll go live at blah 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 time. I'll start doing that. That's good. Anyway,
Yeah, just change it up every day. So whoever's first.
thank you,
know.
Adam. This is we're giving tips to everybody, so that someone else could try to win.
Yep.
I don't know if they
I
win.
guess I need to stop caring as much. I don't know.
Maybe you should be like DC, not give a shit about when you tune in.
Yeah.
Well,
Good old
that's what a loser says. Oh well.
All that I care about is that I get to listen to this
Awesome.
almost every morning.
Thank you,
So-
buddy. I appreciate it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adam. There you go. I like that. All he cares about is that he could hear the show. Thank you. That means a lot.
That's a plus.
Yeah. And tomorrow, I'll be doing it around,
Round 1.
around 12 something or whatever. So, yeah. There we go.
Sitting here next to this unvaccinated person at the dock.
Yeah.
The reason I know he's unvaccinated is because his truck is broke down in the dock.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So you guys have their vaccination rules that
I think if he was vaccinated, that truck would have already left because he wasn't supposed to be here until tomorrow. And now he's broke down in the dock, so he's got to be unvaccinated.
Wow. I just saw where Chris Paul, the point guard of Phoenix,
Uh-huh.
of the Phoenix Suns, I don't know what he did, but he breached protocols for COVID protocols. So he's got to go on. That means, when the NBA players, when you breach protocols, there's you have to go on, like you go to like a house arrest or whatever, and you do it for like over a week. So he's gonna miss the start of the NBA Western Conference Finals,
Oh, shit.
which gets started next week. And he's been the best player on his team. And he, so he's going to miss the beginning of that series
Uh-oh.
because,
That could mean some trouble for Phoenix trying to get into the finals.
well, yeah, I won big last night, man. I picked Brooklyn, and the first half was not good, but the second half, oh my God, what a game. It was a great basketball game last night. I hope
Nice.
that you guys followed my Chubby Ray picks and won as much money as I did. I mean, I wish Nick could win money, but
Let's face it, you really hope Adam followed your pick, so he'll bring you another steak.
yeah, Adam brings me gifts, but I want my friends to, benefit, I also last night I made a bet in baseball,
Yeah.
and I went to bed thinking I had lost the parlay, right?
Right.
My parlay was San Francisco Giants over the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Oakland A's over the Los Angeles Angels, and the Dodgers to beat the Phillies. Now the Diamondbacks jumped out to a 5-0 lead.
Wow.
On San Francisco. So I was bragging to my wife, as I like to do, because I try to do anything to remind her that once I was a pretty cool guy. So I love to brag about my gambling.
He loves peacocking.
Yeah, I love to brag to her, even though she doesn't care. My wife doesn't give a rat's ass about it. But I was
Right.
telling her how much money I won with the basketball games, because I desperately want her to love me again and to decide.
For your money.
Yeah, well, I don't care if she loves me for my money. That'd be wonderful. I just want her to.
You want her to
look
be
at
proud
me-
of you.
I just want her to look at me with pride, like she used to, and not pity and
And
disgust.
not disdain and oh my God,
Yeah.
would this guy get a job, please?
Yeah. Yes. So
Shame.
I knew I wasn't even bringing up the baseball. I wasn't even bringing it up. I was just bringing up the basketball, right? So I went to sleep, and then I woke up this morning and I checked my app, and I saw how much money I had. I got, I'm well over. I told my wife, I go, yeah, I'm underneath blah blah blah. I was hoping to be over it. And then I check, and all of a sudden it says I'm over this number, and I'm like, what the hell? And I check, and it says San Francisco came back and won that game. So I
Yep,
won that
Diamondbacks
parlay.
choke.
Yeah, I won that parlay, which was a nice big win for me. So, So my wife wants one of those air fryers, and I got enough money now to where I could, where we could buy the air fryer and I could make a payment with my winnings. And we were talking about those air fryers. It's amazing. She just puts wings in the air fryer. Have you tried this, Nick? Just
Yeah.
Plain wings in the air fryer. And they come out like,
I had some
they
tater
come out
tots
like,
last night
yeah, they come out like wings from,
from an angel.
yeah. It's like they're like wings from a wing place, It's amazing. And and she's got some kind of she orders these products online, and then you'll have to make payments, to get them. So well, you get it instantly, but you have to make payments. I see Adam's asking questions, so I'm trying to answer. But yeah, so she set up for some sort of payment thing so now she can order it, and I have the money to cover the payments. You know what I mean? Because it's not super expensive to buy an air fryer, but I like to know we can afford something before we purchase it. You know what I mean? And I liked getting the money from gambling. I didn't even know that we had, that I had won the money until this morning, which is kind of nice. You know what I mean? I was like, this must have happened after I went to bed last night. So I don't want to brag, but if you're somebody that's listening to this and you also do some gambling, you might want to join our subscriber group, because I do. Not only is the subscriber group got our shows, Friday and Saturday shows, and classic bits, but I do Chubby Ray picks daily, which is when I give my picks, and my picks were the Brooklyn Nets plus, what was it, +3 yesterday or 2.5, whatever the number was, and the baseball picks, and I hit them last night. So I just wanted to do a little bragging. It's well worth the $5.
I might be able to get set up next week.
Oh, really? Where are you going?
Yeah, because we're leaving out of St. Louis
Okay, yeah.
on Friday, and we're staying the night on Thursday night. So on the way to the hotel, I can stop by Collinsville.
There you go. Yeah. You can get set up.
I can get set up.
Nick's gonna walk in there and go, "Here's my ID, you fuckers."
Oh, I am.
Dude, I'm gonna tell
Totally.
you, I love when you're set up because I take so much pride in when my picks are, and when I make someone a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Oh, I would.
I take so much pride in that. So yeah, I'll tell you, I'm really looking. I love the NBA playoffs too. We've been making a lot of money during the NBA playoffs. Well, unlike TJ, who's because he's on the road all the time, he's never in a state where they accept gambling, except Illinois. So he's only allowed to use his app in Illinois,
Stupid
Right.
red states.
not in Texas and all these other states that he's at. So for him, and TJ, excuse me if I'm talking, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard him say that it sucks because I'll give a good tip when he's in Texas,
Yeah,
and then he can't make
Usually what you
the
do.
bet.
and then I'll look at what you're doing on the weekend. I'm like, I don't know about all this. Oh, come on.
Yeah. So
You give all the crappy tips when I'm home, and you give the
I'll
good
try to
ones when
make
I'm on the-
make better. I'll try to make better picks when you're in Illinois.
You're
At
like,
least that's the
yeah,
plan.
fuck TJ. I'm gonna make sure he stays broke.
Yeah.
And this
Well.
is my revenge for Nick making sure that I don't lose weight.
When Nick, maybe when Nick gets registered, I'll make sure to give good picks and win him some money. So hopefully, then he'll, maybe then he'll want to help me with my weight loss and not root against me, as I know he's secretly doing. So I just want to put that out there.
How many
Oh.
calories are you supposed to have a day?
I'm supposed to have 2,400.
Okay. Are you logging your calorie intake?
Yeah, I'm using my Fitness Pal.
Okay. Are you under?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but the protein drinks get me closer. The protein drinks getting me closer.
Okay.
And then like
I mean,
I try to get to where Nick's talking about you get a calorie level that you're supposed to reach. Okay.
yeah. You want a calorie deficit,
Yeah.
but you don't want an extreme one because you're gonna screw yourself.
Yeah. So I always try to get there, but there's always things that get in my way. Like, for example, I had enough left over to get my wife. I was not going to see her for lunch, and she usually makes my lunches for me. You know what I mean? Which is usually like a salad and a piece of chicken, and something like that. But I wasn't going to see her yesterday. So I figured I'd actually get fast food. Okay.
Mm.
And so I had all these calories that I hadn't used, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? I'll get a McDonald's fillet of fish." Now, did you see the last time I went to get the fillet of fish? I put the picture up.
Yes.
Yeah, they screwed it all up.
So I haven't been back to McDonald's since then. I was like, these fucking idiots,
Dude.
Yeah. So I went yesterday, dude. I should have taken a picture of it. It was worse. You know how a fillet of fish has tartar sauce and a piece of cheese, okay?
Right.
And it's a half a piece of cheese. My sandwich had tartar sauce on like 1/8 of the sandwich. Like somehow they had put the tartar sauce on and they missed the fish and bun. They just missed it. And somehow while putting the cheese on, they did the same thing. Like the cheese was not even on the sandwich. It was part of it was in the box. And then I don't know where the rest of it was. It was just gone.
So what
So-
they did basically is they slapped cheese in the top of the box, put the tartar sauce on the bottom of the box, put the bun on one side, fish on the other, and said assemble it yourself.
Dude, I couldn't even eat it. I couldn't even eat it. So I didn't get any of those calories yesterday. So that killed me. And so literally I paid, I don't know what's it cost? $3 or whatever? Or
Something
$4?
like that now, yeah.
I paid for it and I might as well just flush the money down the toilet because I couldn't even eat any of it. And it was cold and just it was just horrible. And I'm done. I'm just done with the McDonald's on Monroe, which is right near my house. It's so horrible. I just can't even go there. And nobody has salads. You know what I mean? It's like I was like, well, I got to get myself something to eat today. And I said, I wonder where I can get a good salad. And there was nothing. There's no place that has a salad that's a fast food restaurant.
No, it's like they all took them off their menus.
Yeah, what happened? They used to have salads at fast food places. Now you can't even find one.
They realized that people were losing weight and stopped eating there, so they had to get rid of it.
Well, are we that bad? I just want a place listen, my knees don't work. My knees don't work. I can't walk. So I'd like to do a drive-through with a salad.
Yeah, I'm looking at the McDonald's menu right now online.
Yeah.
They don't have any salad anymore.
Just get me a fucking salad.
Doesn't like what is it, Marketplace or Market Fresh Grill or whatever it is at Hy-Vee, don't they do curbside?
Let's see. Corey says, go to Arby's and get a side salad. It's $1.99.
There you go.
Yeah. I didn't know they had a salad. Yeah, that's what I want. I want a place where you just buy like a salad, like a little salad. You know, that would be wonderful. Little salad, a little meat. I'm seeing people giving suggestions.
Arby's,
They're
they
staying.
do have the meat.
Holly
Get
says
the-
Panera. Panera has a good salad.
You want the roast chicken entree salad.
Where's that? Where's that from?
That's at Arby's. It's got chicken in it, but it's only
Yeah.
250 calories. It looks huge.
Well, maybe I'll get that. Yeah, there you go. Maybe it's Arby's.
I bet it's good too.
They they got the meats. I didn't think that would be your salad place. Yeah.
Well, you got to have something to garnish the meat.
It's got pepper bacon, roast chicken, cheese, tomatoes, lettuce, and
Yeah.
ranch dressing.
Dude, that
Maybe that's
sounds
the key.
good.
DC says Core Life. I don't think they have a drive-through at Core Life.
No, they don't.
Yeah. And I don't want to, what am I supposed to do? My wife was telling me today I need to get some kind of cane or something.
Get yourself a pimp cane.
Yeah. She's basically yelling at me because I couldn't get out of bed. I think my wife is sick. I think my wife is sick of me.
You can order Core Life and do pickup or delivery.
I got to find some way to get a salad. I think my wife is, today she was saying that I need canes or something because I can't get out of bed. You know what I mean? Like when I first get up, I need to get out of bed. And it just, it takes a while to get my legs to work. And for some reason, she was frustrated by me, you know what I mean, sitting up trying to get out of bed. And then it was like, ugh, you just We're just gonna get you some canes or something. It's like, my God, what happened to caring about me? I thought there'd be some kind of niceness or something about me not being able to, about me being, an invalid.
She's
Instead,
trying to help you get out of bed. That is being nice.
well, I was trying to get out of bed. What do you think I was doing? I had to, get down here and start the show. I literally couldn't walk. I used to get that CBD to help. Then those fuckers insulted me. Now I need, so now there's no pain relief for me. I used to be able to get up and rub some of that stuff on and get my knees working. I've got to get some kind of something I can.
Thought you were going to look for another CBD place.
Yeah, I haven't found one yet. I got to find another CBD place. This is something I need. Because I believe in CBD. It works for me, but I'm not going to promote it and not get paid for it. You know what I mean? I don't promote things, and I have a show. Like, for example, I promote Recon Techs because I love Recon Techs. So I promote them as an advertiser on the show. I promote Hendricks Home Furnishings as an advertiser on the show. So I'm not going to promote a CBD place. You know what I mean? I don't do that stuff for free. So I need a CBD place that, and then I'll promote one. But oh well. Yeah. So I've got to do something so I get out of bed. Just by the way, speaking of Recon.
Hey everybody, this is Mike with Recon Tech Springfield. We just wanted to come to you for a special for Father's Day, which is coming up right around the corner. What we're going to do is we're going to have an offer of $100 off of our 7 and 4.0 Tsunamis. And we're also going to do a special for the do-it-yourself dads that are out there. We are going to do our 1.0 package, which is an applicator pad and a sprayer head and the bottle of 1.0, which is usually a value of $119. We're going to give it to you guys for Father's Day for $50. So please give us a call or stop by the shop here at 820 East Black, and we can talk to you about our specials. Thank you and have a great day.
There you go. Recon Tech 670-1132. Those Father's Day specials. Not bad.
You did notice how Mike caught his wording before he said, come with you?
I wasn't listening to Mike's mistakes. I was trying to listen to what they were selling.
I'm paying attention now because, Derek was doing the mothers.
Yeah, I did.
Wait
I
for
did.
another one.
I do know that Derek was doing the mothers.
How many mothers did he do? Did we find out?
I have no idea.
I think we need to know the numbers.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many mothers he did.
Next time we talk to him, we can find out exactly how much was done. How many mothers were done? Yeah.
We need to know how many mothers he serviced.
Right.
Sounds like a nice deal, though.
That's a fine service he put on. Sorry he was so wore out afterwards.
I like how they realize that a lot of guys are do-it-yourselfers, So they found a way to reduce that price as well. It's a good deal. Way to go.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, well. Yeah. So my wife was yelling at me saying that I need to get canes. I think it was Steve that was talking about a walker or something. I can't use a walker, And then I know everybody mentions some kind of pot, like Bubba mentions his pot all the time, but
we know where that goes.
Considering my reaction to that, I don't know if there's
Listening to The Who all the time.
I don't know if there's any kind of weed that I should be trying. So, oh well. And then I have heard a lot of people who've had bad experiences with edibles. So I don't want to try edibles, you know.
Well, you could microdose with edibles, and then see where you're good at.
I have no idea. I don't know.
All you're doing is just cutting a piece off of whatever edible you have, then taking that, and then see how you react to that.
I don't know.
This is not rocket science.
With me, I'm.
Don't be scared.
I'm pretty stupid. No, I'm not scared. I'm stupid.
Think you'd overdo it?
I do it incorrectly. And it would
It's
somehow
an edible. How are you going to do an edible incorrectly?
and it would somehow end up making me feel worse. Yeah. It would somehow end up making me feel worse. That's how everything I do ends up, you know. Every single thing I do ends up making me feel worse. Like before, all I was doing was smoking a little bit of indica or whatever. Oh my God. I was so sick. Yeah. Just sickened.
I think you would do better with an edible than you would smoking it. So
yeah, I don't know.
But like I said, you can cut it. Get a gummy, cut it into fourths. Just take a fourth of a gummy.
Steve says he overdid his first edible. He ate the whole brownie at one time. See that?
Oh my God,
that would be me. I'd be like, "Oh, this is fucking brownies. This brownie's fantastic." I'd eat the whole thing. Next thing you know, I feel like I'm on a different planet. There's the concern, Oh, well. Holly says they have those posts with handles you attach to the side of the bed. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should do something like that. Yeah, well. Just to do something to help me walk. I just hate it. Just hate it. And then my wife yelling at me about how I need, a cane or something to get. Oh my God, how embarrassing. It's like, just keep that to yourself. Or else yelling at me because sometimes I don't flush the toilet. But listen, if it's yellow, let it mellow. You know that old thing? You know that old thing that they say about,
Yep.
You let the pee sit. I'm trying to conserve some fucking water in this country. My wife's got to go by and start yelling, "Oh, your pee is disgusting. Your pee is disgusting." Because I'll have the pee in the toilet. Then she's yelling. So she yells at me about how bad the pee smells. Is that something you should ridicule a person for? Is how bad their pee smells?
Yes.
Yeah.
That means you're not getting enough water.
And they're not flushing the damn toilet.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to save a little water.
You made water when you peed.
Well, I'm just the toilet flush. I'd like to. You never heard, if it's yellow, let it mellow.
Yeah,
if it's brown, flush it down. I flush it down when it's brown. She's constantly yelling at me.
That is gross.
Yeah.
Oh.
GZ says, I bet it's gross if you're trying to lose weight and not hydrating properly. Of course I you see this right here? This is water.
How many of those you have a day?
like 8.
Well, all right.
I have a shitload of water
There you go.
that I put in my body.
And you're putting something else in your body that's making your pee smell.
Probably asparagus.
This Fairlife.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. I don't know. So you guys think I'm not drinking enough water.
You might.
I'm drinking a ton of water.
I mean, if you're doing, well, I'm just trying to eliminate causes.
I'll drink this whole glass during the show. Like, this is one show.
Yeah.
Then I have I'll get dressed and then I'll go work out, and I have I'll drink a whole bottle of water when I work out. You know what I mean? And then I get home and I'll have another glass of this. It'll be sitting. It'll be sitting right next to where my chair is. And I'll drink that. Then my wife will come home for lunch and she'll refill it for me. So I'll have, four glasses of this before the day's half over. So I don't think I'm dehydrated, Oh well.
Well, here, Ray, I've got another saying for you that might help with you flushing the toilet. Flush your toilet. Mississippi needs water.
That's just stupid. Yeah, I'll just flush it so my wife will quit yelling at me. Oh, your pee smells horrible. Oh, it's just disgusting. You need to get checked. So I'll try everything. I'll try drinking more. I'll try, that 8 a day doesn't account to water loss during aggressive workouts.
Yeah.
And then I could drink water nonstop, but then I'd be peeing every 20 minutes.
Then you should be.
Well, I don't want to pee that much.
Ray starts peeing that much, he's going to start doing the show from his bathroom.
It hurts. Yeah, it hurts to walk to the bathroom. You know what I mean?
I know. Well,
it's a pain.
You take the good, you take the bad.
Instead of seeing the ski bottles in the background, we'll see the towel rack.
Well, the ski bottles aren't full. They're fucking decoration. You worry about the dumbest bullshit. It's decoration.
I'm not saying that it's bad. I just said it.
I haven't had a bottle of ski in.
You're going to be in the.
I haven't had a bottle of ski in 8 months. In 8 months since I've had any kind of ski. Does Ray need a cath? No, I don't need a cath. What's wrong with you? No.
God.
I just, And Fat 420 says, just get a bucket like Marvin. And no, I'm not going to pee in a bucket. For God's sakes. No, I'll try to drink more. Maybe, maybe 8's not enough. Maybe I need 10 or 11 glasses of this shit.
Ray's Relief Bucket, advertising now available.
Yeah. Maybe I need 11 or 12 glasses of water a day. Will being dehydrated affect weight loss?
Could.
Maybe that's the problem. You know what I mean?
But being overhydrated could affect it negatively too.
Yeah. Maybe I'm not drinking enough water. Who knows? Maybe I have a body that requires, 120 ounces of water a day.
120 gallons of water. God, I feel sorry for your bladder.
Cindy says half your body weight in ounces of water. Well, shit. No, I weigh a lot. Half my body weight would be intense, Pizza, stop taking advice from us. Talk to your nutritionist. Thank you. I talked to my nutritionist.
Nutritionist.
I talked to my nutritionist today, by the way. I have an appointment with her this afternoon. Hold on, let me check. We'll see what time. I have a nutritionist appointment at it's somewhere on here. I got a text reminding me of the appointment. And it's at 2:30 today. So there you go. That's my nutritionist. And I'll ask her.
Yeah.
Say, should I be drinking more water? Because
She'll say yes.
my wife says my pee smells.
Is it still yellow? Fairly yellow?
Yeah, it's mixed. I mean, you know.
I mean, it should be faintly yellow if you're drinking enough water.
Well, it's usually a darker yellow.
Yeah, no, then you're not.
So you think I need to drink? So I do need to drink more water.
Are you taking vitamins?
Yeah. Yeah. I have all kinds of shit. There's all kinds of shit that I put my body in. I don't know. Maybe I'll take your advice. Maybe it's not enough water. I'll ask my nutritionist today. Maybe I should be drinking more. Huh. That might be the problem. I want her to go, oh, your pee smells so smells so pleasant. Yeah, I want my wife to go, oh, my goodness, I'm so glad you didn't flush. Because then I was able to get a whiff of your delicious smelling pee.
Delicious.
You better start eating potpourri.
Your pee, your urine was so delightful.
So delectable.
Yeah. It smelled so wonderful. I would love if that would happen. And maybe if I drank more water, my pee would start smelling wonderfully. She'd go, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Your pee smells like flowers from the garden.
It's like a rain after. It smells like the air after a rainy summer day.
Your pee smells like fresh rain. Yeah.
Oh, it smells like sandalwood and mahogany.
I want my wife to go, oh, I don't want you to ever flush because your pee smells so wonderful.
It smells like a brand new leather purse.
I go, well, thank you. Thank you, because there's nothing more important to me.
Smells like freshly baked cookies.
I would think it'd be bad if my pee smelled sugary, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, your pee your urine smells delightful.
Oh, it smells like a steakhouse dinner.
And by the way, what kind of person points that out? You know what I mean?
My wife.
What kind of person points out how horrible their loved ones, their loved one's urine smells? And she goes, ugh, your urine stinks like death. It smells like death. What? Your urine is so disgusting. Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, well. So I got to drink the right amount of water. Got to drink the right amount so it smells properly. So she won't complain about the horrible scent. She could just, it could be much easier to go, hey, make sure you flush. Okay. All right. I will. Yeah. She could just say that. Just make sure you flush. Okay, sure. Because then that would leave me guessing. Maybe it's not the smell. Maybe it's she's right. I should remember to flush. I shouldn't be so worried about the environment. Fuck the environment. I prefer to not be married to someone who says fuck the environment, but my wife, obviously, that's her choice. So if it would make her happy, to have me say fuck the environment, then fuck the environment. I choose to be non-environmental because of my wife's request. There you go. Excuse me if I'm trying to conserve a little water. So I'm worried about, those less advantaged. But oh well. Screw those people.
I'm sure you have an environmentally conscious toilet that doesn't flush that much water.
Yeah. Fat 420 is
Because
right.
the old
He's saving
toilets
the
used to
environment.
flush like 3.
Fat 420 is saving the environment by waffle
just-
stomping. Maybe I should start some of that. I'll start from some waffle stomping.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Fat 420. It's a fine tip.
If you're really thinking that's a good idea, then you have devolved.
Oh, well. Yeah. Tyler says, wait a minute. We went from Ray losing weight to him now motherfucking the environment. What the hell happened? Sorry, Tyler. You've gone down the Ray Lytle wormhole. Yeah. No, I'll flush more. Yeah. I just remember if it's yellow, leave it mellow. You know what I mean? That's what they used to say. And so I am worried about the environment. I'm trying to do my part. That's what I do.
They used to say that because they were worried about the water bill.
Well, I'll make a point. God forbid I don't want to leave dirty urine in the toilet anymore. I don't want to be one of those. I don't want to be one of those people. Some fucking environmentalist, obviously. There's a problem. Oh, well. I'll flush it every time now. So my wife won't have to smell my dirty urine. Which I don't smell. Oh, well. And DC says that phrase was before water treatment and recycling plants. Well, I'm just trying to be a conserver of energy. There's the key. But oh well. I don't want anything to smell. I don't want to be unpleasant. God knows. By the way, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
Yeah.
His ex-wife is giving away This is a total since they've got divorced. Since they've got divorced, all right.
She's giving away the toilet he never flushed.
No, since they got divorced, he's decided to spend like $7 billion going to space or whatever the hell he's doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Meanwhile, she has given away $8.7 billion since the divorce. Because, she got all this money in the divorce. She got billions of dollars. In the 2 years since their divorce, she has given away $8.7 billion. By the way, she's remarried.
Already?
Yeah. Yeah. She and her new husband say they're troubled by the increasing concentration of wealth among just a few people. And their goal is to, quote, give away a fortune that was enabled by systems in need of change. She's worth $60 billion. That's what she got in 2019 when she divorced, or when her husband divorced her. And I guess Jeff Bezos divorced her. So she's been giving it away. Hell, give some to me. I'll take some. Want to help out a disgusting man? Want to help out a man who can't walk and has smelly pee? Has smelly pee?
Send her a letter.
Yeah.
I need $1 billion to fix my knees, help me lose weight, make sure my pee no longer smells bad.
Like I'll send her a letter that says, "I don't even need $1 billion. Just give me a couple hundred. Just give me a couple hundred G's. I'm fine. I can't walk and I have smelly pee." She's given away $8.7 billion. She's been the most giving of anybody who has money in this country. It's unbelievable.
I'll write the letter. Your handwriting sucks.
Mm-hmm. Here's some of the people that she's giving money away to. Let's see.
Let me know if there's a guy on there that with bad knees and smelly pee.
That seems to be organizations.
Oh.
She
can sponsor the show.
Yeah. She committed to transformative work and the organizations that undertake it. That's who she's giving money to. It also seems that she's donating money to liberal politicians. She's donating campaign money. They say she gave money to Biden. Gave money to the Biden campaign and not the Trump campaign. And a lot of groups that are, helping out the poor. The Rockefeller Philanthropy Advisors. She gave them a big donation. She's giving money to Native American-led nonprofits. Nonprofits that focus on minority communities. Good for her.
Yeah, that's a good move.
Yeah.
But don't most people, if they've got that much money, don't they usually donate to both campaigns just to hedge their bets?
Well, she didn't. No, she was very anti-Trump. She gave money to just one. Of course, you got to remember. Listen, she married into the money,
Right.
so you know, and she's giving it away. Like, wouldn't you give some away if you went into $60 billion?
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, 60 billion is too much. I gotta be honest. Some of you might think I'm crazy. It's too much. $1 billion too much. I guess it's easy for me to say I've never had money. I've never had money. There was one time in my life. There was one, 7 or 8 year span where I was making six figures. That's the most I've ever made. I grew up poor. I'm poor now. I've been poor most of my life. So to me, six figures is a lot of money. But it was a lot of work. I got the six figures from doing radio and my band playing every weekend. And, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. But there were times when I was like, you know what? It's enough. I don't need any more than this,
It's amazing that songs like Turd Burglar got you to that 6-digit income.
No, the Turd Burglar didn't get me there.
The poker.
I played those. I mean, I guess I played those songs, and I never sold any of my songs, but I played them live, and I was paid a fee to perform them live.
I'll never forget Jimmy going up on stage with you when you guys did the poker. Oh, my ears hurt.
He'd sing it with us.
I know. My ears were bleeding when he was done singing.
I got to be honest. I don't have a lot of money, but $1 billion's too much. I just think it's too much. There has to be a way to, if she got 60 billion, that means she and her husband together before they got divorced, they were sitting on $120 billion. I mean, think about it. These guys are making so much money. Bezos and Bill Gates. They're making so much money, they know that getting divorced, they're going to lose half of it, and they don't even care. They don't even care. I mean, Jesus. If you have 60, here's what DC says. If you have $60 billion, you could make 59,000 other people millionaires, and you could still be a billionaire. Yeah. But what she's doing is she's funding organizations. She's funding organizations committed to things like, minority wealth distribution and things like that. She's funding them to let them do their jobs.
I got it. You're a minority. You need wealth. Give you some of the money.
Yeah, well, it's not going to happen, but yeah. What'd Steve say? Steve said 60 grand. Yeah. Why not just give each of us 60 grand a year? I don't need $1 million. Why not break it down? Why not pick instead of just picking 59 people to make millionaires, why not pick 100 people to make $60,000 a year? Or why not pick 200 or however many the number is? Would be like 900 people to give $60,000 a year to. There you go.
Well, I mean, if she's funding non-for-profits and, those type of businesses, then she's obviously funding their payroll.
Yeah.
So she is employing people.
Well, she doesn't own the businesses. I'm just saying that, I mean, I don't know the answer. If anybody knew the answer, I got to be honest. I think I'd be like Bruce Wayne.
Go hide in a mansion and then have a cave underneath of it that you could turn into Batman.
I would spend my billions on fighting crime. That's how I would choose to spend my billions.
And when you're not fighting crime, you're a playboy philanthropist.
I'm always fighting crime, TJ. That's how I would be. I would do whatever it takes to be on the side of good.
All right, the Cubs would win the World Series.
I'll tell you.
Again.
I tell you. So she's got $60 billion and her whole thing is she's going to give it away. Good for her. And she's pretty too. I mean, she's, she's young. Meanwhile, Bezos is keeping all his money and going into space. Huh. Oh, well. Oh, well. America wants to know. America wants to know what's good for a sunburn. These are Google searches. These are the Google searches that people have had about sunburns.
I heard an odd one today.
All right.
Shaving cream.
Does shaving cream help a sunburn? That's one of the top Googled questions when it comes to sunburns. By the way,
no,
you won't get rid of it, but I'll tell you what, some it just depends. If a shaving cream has like menthol in it or something, if it has menthol or aloe, yeah, it'll help you feel better.
It'll pull the burn out.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
They've also Googled, does aloe help? Yeah, aloe vera is like the top thing people use for sunburns, right?
Yeah.
See, I got to be honest. I don't get a lot of sunburns. So when I've had them, they've never been that bad. But I dated a girl once who I told her, I said, let's go to the lake. And I made her go to the lake with me. We were hanging out in boats and stuff.
Yeah.
And I got nice and dark. I mean, I didn't use any sunscreen or anything. I just got dark, Meanwhile, this girl burnt like a lobster. I'm saying she turned like a dark red. Her skin got, I can't even describe it. She went dark red. And
Lobster.
she looked like a lobster. And I kind of thought, I was like, that'll turn brown soon. You'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Went right back to that real light, fair skin, didn't it?
Well, no, that's just what I thought. And then she was complaining about how much pain she was in. I was like, whatever. Because I had never experienced it before. And I was like, and then I was, we were staying at a hotel or at somebody's house or whatever afterwards. And she was complaining. And so I was just like, well, I'll just leave you alone. And so I went out of the bedroom and I went into some area to watch TV or whatever I did. I left her alone, right? And I eventually came back in the bed. I was mad. I was like angry because I wasn't going to get sex or something, And I was like, Jesus, and I was being a baby, and I left. And then eventually when I came back to the bedroom, dude, her whole body had like giant pus-filled blisters all over. Yeah, it was disgusting. Like her whole body was covered in these blisters. Her skin was that bad, and then she blistered up. And I felt really bad, and I was like, "Oh my God, God, what an asshole!" I walked out and let her suffer. She looked like she was me. Now my wife's like me. My wife's skin is like mine. We don't get sunburns the way you white people do. You know what I mean? I had no idea you guys got it this bad. Because I grew up a little brown kid.
I was close. I did a float trip down to Rio Grande when I lived in New Mexico, and didn't use any sunscreen or anything. I'm like, oh, I'm from Illinois. I've been in the sun a lot. I can handle it. Oh, hell no. I was as red as a lobster the next day and laying under my air conditioner going, will it stop?
Yeah, it looked really bad.
But where I'm a little different is like after I got over the burn, I was just a really dark tan.
Well, this girl had dude, she had blisters, and she was a gorgeous girl. I mean, she was beautiful. I'm sure she still is. She's probably old as shit now, but she's, she was an attractive person at this time, but man, her whole body was covered with these blisters. It was disgusting. And I don't know if did she have to go to the I'm trying to remember.
Probably did.
I don't know if she had to go to the emergency room or what happened, but eventually the blisters popped.
And that burned even more.
Yeah, the blisters all had a little bit of liquid in them or whatever. And then after they popped, she was in, it seemed like she was even in more pain after the popping happened. So I sort of remember there was a whole, there was some kind of wrapping and,
Oh, I'm sure there was.
Yeah.
And of course, you did flush the toilet so she didn't have to smell your pee, right?
No. This was like I said, Dude, I was probably 18 or 19 or 20, you know, at the time this happened. So I was really young. And, you know, this girl, she burned really bad.
I know there are some people that are like, I don't know what it is. They just insta burn, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, I've never had that. I've never gotten a blister from the sun. So I, you know, but I have been around it, and I do feel for anyone that gets that. But the girl, the girl looks so good in her bikini and stuff, and it was just disgusting how the blisters, oh my God, they were everywhere. And they were giant.
Oh yeah, like about softball size, or
like
bigger.
like across her whole abdomen. It was like her whole abdomen was covered with a blister. It was disgusting. Anywhere where there wasn't clothes. And then, like, when it was all over, like, I want to say a couple weeks later,
Yeah.
where the red was started turning brown. But everywhere that she had a suit, you could really tell just how white she was. Because the places where she was wearing a bathing suit, were just pale, you know. Everything else was sort of tanned, and it was, you know, it was just pale. And it wasn't sexy.
Oh.
You know, like, I know sometimes sun, you know, like this
tan
girl,
lines most of the time are really sexy.
no, she should have laid out naked or something. Because you know, she was too pale. Like, yeah. Adam says blisters are never sexy. Yeah. And the last thing I wanted to do was have sex with a girl covered in blisters. Good Lord. Yeah. So, you know, like I said, my wife is dark like me, so she never blistered. I don't remember her ever blistering up. But this poor girl I dated when I was like 20, Jesus. She blistered up like a fucking monster. I felt horrible for her. Yeah. It was terrible. And then the tan lines weren't sexy. You know what I mean?
So it's one of the only times you can honestly say you were disgusted by the tan line.
Well, I wasn't disgusted, but like, I think I mentioned because she did do some nude sunbathing to sort of even everything out. Because, you know, I mean, even after the burning, the girl she was a great girl, you know. She wanted to even out to where she wasn't so white in certain areas, of which I really appreciated. You know, she was a great girl. Oh, well.
Because you reap the benefit.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. Trust me, I'm sure at some point. Obviously, whatever broke us up, I'm sure that, you know, And I'm such a selfish ass, God knows, you know.
Yeah, we've discussed this.
But I do remember her entire abdomen was covered with a giant blister. And it was crazy. But I think it was the emergency room that she went to that they sort of popped the blisters and then wrapped her and whatever.
Probably like aloe wraps or something.
Yeah, whatever it was. I didn't have sex that night, I'll tell you that.
You want some now? No, you're covered in blisters. No, I don't want one of those things leaking on me.
I'm like, what do you mean you can't have sex? Well, I'm covered in blisters. Oh, Jesus. Well,
Oh
don't
no,
mind
you were
me.
still wanting it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't mind. Just bend over.
I don't have to look.
Yeah, so it was a.
That
It start,
sounds more like you.
the day started out great. The day started out, you know, me joining a group. They were in a boat. We joined them, and the girl looked so good. I was like, here we go. This is the best looking girl on this boat. Look at her. She's with me, you know. And it started out a sexy day. And then it ended with gigantic blisters all over her in the emergency room and, you know,
And you still trying to get some afterwards.
and me getting nothing. Dan is
Still attempting.
Dan is just disgusting. No, there was no sex. The poor girl didn't want to have sex with me. You know, there was nothing at the end of that night. So, and the girl didn't live, you know. And the other thing is she drove all the way up here, because I think it was here in Springfield that it happened. So it would have been when I was working at YMG back when I was a kid, you know.
Yeah.
I think.
You didn't talk about it on the air, did you?
No. I mean, I might have talked about the boating or whatever, but I don't think so. No, but the girl drove all the way up here to hang out with me, and then she had to drive back after all the hospital stuff, you know. And I did feel pretty bad because I was like, oh, the poor thing's got to drive back, you know. Because I couldn't go back. I had to work, you know.
Right.
So I felt bad, you know.
For a minute.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I felt bad. Even after the girl got back to where she lived, you know.
Still had to do all the wrapping and stuff.
Yeah. I felt bad. And then when I went out to have to cheat on her, to hook up with somebody else, because I was all
here we go.
Because I was all fired up, you know, by not having. I was all horned up from not being able to have sex over the weekend. So when I started looking for women after she had left, I specifically said, I don't want anybody with the white tan lines, you know. Ugh.
You are unbelievable.
I specifically wanted
unbelievable. No, I'm horned up. You're all blistered. I'm gonna go fuck something else.
No, I don't think I don't think I did any of that. I mean, yeah, it was a different time. I can't say for sure I didn't, but I'm saying I'd like to think I didn't, you know. I'd like to think that wasn't the case. You know.
Selective memory.
Yeah. I'd
I
like to
choose
think,
not to remember that part.
yeah, I'd like to think that I was decent and, you know, that I was somehow a hero in all this. But then
Like Bruce
again,
Wayne.
I can't say for sure. You know, I can't say for sure that I didn't do anything, but I'll tell you, I'm sure if I did, that I thought about the girl, that I thought
Oh,
about,
Jesus, this is even better.
at least I thought positively about her and caring about her if I did anything like such
I really care about you so much, and I'm banging this other girl to keep
no,
hitting on you while
it
you're
wasn't like that. I wasn't, and I didn't have, like, I never cheated on anyone and had a steady whatever. Like my wife and I are rewatching The Sopranos. You ever watch The Sopranos?
Yeah.
They've all got their goumage,
Yep.
which is like their girlfriend or whatever. I would never, ever do that. Ever. And I've never done that. I never cheat on my wife ever. But I'm saying, like, even when I had, there was a little cheating going on when I had girlfriends early on before any marriage. But I don't remember having just one girl that I would be. That always felt wrong. You know what I mean? Like you don't have like you don't have a girlfriend or a wife, and then have another regular person that you're seeing, because
That's like, look, that's where if you're kind of doing the free thing, like where I'm at now, it's okay. If you want to have sex, that's great. We could scratch the itch, but this is nothing steady. This is just sex, and then you're out the door.
Well, yeah, but that's your situation. Like I'm saying, I'm going. This is way before D. I mean, I've been married to my wife for, almost 30 years. We've been together for 30 years. And I've never done anything outside of marriage. You know what I mean? I've never done any of that stuff. But I'm saying, if I would, it would not be with one person. Like I wouldn't have a steady.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like a steady cheating, I could never do that.
You wouldn't have like a dedicated mistress.
No, there's no way. There's no way. And I'm saying that I know this because when I dated people before I met my wife, there were times where I would have a dalliance with another. But it would be like a one-time thing, or you know what I mean? Like a one-night event. It wouldn't be like I wouldn't have two girlfriends. You know what I mean?
Well, that's kind of what I was getting at. Is when I've got a girlfriend or when I was married, that was it.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying that when when I had a girlfriend, I would possibly hook up with someone else, but I would never have two girlfriends at the same time. So I don't understand. I don't understand about like these guys who are married and they get a regular girlfriend while they're married.
Oh, hell no.
That just seems really, really wrong.
That feels like too much work.
Yeah. And it just seems wrong. Like even worse than, it just feels like that's the worst thing you can do.
I'm sitting behind a truck right now that says it's full of methane refrigerated liquid. So is that saying that guy's carrying a liquid fart
Sounds like
that's
it.
cold?
Yeah.
I hope
D-
he does not open that tank.
Like DC says, Ray, why have a second woman in your life complaining about the smell of your pee
Yeah,
if I refuse the flush? Yeah.
because the second woman in your life, you wouldn't flush it if it was brown, right?
Well, like, okay, say you're married.
I don't want to go back to that nightmare.
Say you're married and your wife's fooling around.
I lived that nightmare.
Okay. Would you hate it worse if she just hooked up for a guy for a couple hours? Or if she had a full-time boyfriend? What would be worse?
They're equal.
Really?
Yeah. They're equally vile. Dude, my wife, I would leave to go on the road. And the job I was working at the time was 7 days out, 2 days home.
Right.
There would be 6 different cars that came into the driveway through the week and stayed while I was on the road with my then 2-year-old kid at the house.
But so they were different guys. It wasn't one guy, you know. Like Jimmy's wife, when he was married, his wife hooked up with this guy who was a buddy of his. And it was the one guy
that he worked with.
Yeah, and she was seeing him for years, just one guy. I'm saying that just seems more wrong than, you know, that seems more wrong than like an occasional dalliance. So I'm saying, like, when I was a single guy who had a girlfriend, there was occasional straying outside the relationship.
Equally wrong.
That I just hooked up with. But I never had a single person that I got into some kind of that seems worse. To me, that seems worse. I'm sure it's equally horrible. I would feel horrible if I learned that my wife had a boyfriend, you know what I mean? Or if she was hooking up with, you know, occasional different people, it would still bother me.
Exactly.
But I'm saying for me, I have never strayed outside my marriage. But it seems like getting a girlfriend while you're married would be worse than hooking up with a different person occasionally. Like, that to me would be, I just think that, that would be even worse. That's what I think. You know, and when I was younger and single and I was dating a girl, I never got like a second girlfriend. I could never bring myself to do that.
Well, I mean, when I was younger and single, and even now, if I am with a girl, I'm not even going and looking for a dalliance.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's how I've been while married, and that seems normal. But I'm admitting that when I was younger, I wasn't that, you know. I mean, I came from a broken home, and, you know, my father left my mother and decided to marry his girlfriend. You know what I mean? So there was a whole, I grew up around it, and I certainly didn't want to, do that to someone else. Maybe that's why I dislike it so much, but but that to me always seemed more wrong. And even worse, and a horrible thing to do. So, yeah.
Either way, no. Because I've had the one that started seeing somebody while we were together and was seeing that one for a long time while I was out working and paying all the bills and yada, yada, yada. Then I come home and find out this had been going on for months. And then, there's a couple of them that they had like 8 or 9 a week coming in the house while I was on the road.
Oh, jeez. You've had bad luck with women, but
pretty much. Everybody wonders why I'm like, nope, I am blissfully single. There you go.
Mm. Yeah, I'm just the way that, So I'm thinking back to the time I had the girlfriend that got the sunburn.
Right.
I certainly wouldn't go. I certainly didn't have another girlfriend that I would regularly see.
But you did have your little black book.
No, maybe, but I am saying that maybe I may have stumbled upon,
a phone number.
I may not a phone number, but I may have run into somebody, went out and hooked up with them.
Well, on a lighter note, what's today's workout today?
Today's cardio day.
Cardio day today?
Yeah. Little cardio.
You're going to get your sweat on.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to go do. Oh.
Now, is Fit Club like a couple of the other gyms that I've been to where you walk in the summertime and they've got the air conditioners set on like frozen tundra?
No, it's comfortable. It's comfortable, but no, the air conditioners are not too cold. Thank God, by the way.
I used to be a member at Gold's in Bloomington, and it could be a 95-degree day and you walk inside, you got icicles growing out of your nose because it's so friggin' cold.
No, I wouldn't want that. No. I mean, it's pleasant, but it's not freezing. Like, I don't want to go anywhere and freeze, But oh well, we should wrap it up. We should wrap it up now. So I don't want to think anymore about the giant blisters that that had invaded my girlfriend when I was 20.
So now you got to go and fight this negative energy and continue on your weight loss journey.
I got to get that out of my. Got to get that thought out of my head. Thank God I married a brown girl that doesn't get blisters.
Hey, I mean, it could be worse. The thought running around in your head could be Jimmy and his hot dog bun.
that never gets in my mind. Hey, by the way, tomorrow, guys, tomorrow we start at 1:00 in the afternoon. No morning show tomorrow. We're doing a special Kathy chemo show to keep her occupied when she's doing her chemotherapy at 1:00. So we'll be starting at 1:00 in the afternoon. No morning show tomorrow. Catch us at 1:00 in the afternoon. This will be the first time we've ever done an afternoon disaster. I got to be honest. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Non-subscriber afternoon disaster.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a
Saturdays
non
are always in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's a non-subscriber one. So this will be tomorrow, guys, at 1:00.
Probably going to get ridiculed by Brent.
Fuck Brent. That's what I say. So I don't know who's going to be listening, but that's what time we're doing it. So the only one that matters to me is Kathy. So
Fat 420 will be in the shower.
I hope the rest of you that are in here today will come join us tomorrow at 1:00. All right. But if not, you guys have a great time, and we'll talk to you all again. So tomorrow at 1:00, Friday subscriber show at 8:00. All right. So there you go. That's what's on the horizon. Thank you so much for listening today, and have a great rest of your Wednesday. So long, everybody.